Welcome to the Light of Baha'u'llah. In today's program, we will discuss a unique law of the Baha'i Faith, loyalty to government.
This indeed is a refreshing law to observe in this age of international chaos, where civil disobedience is so commonplace. In one passage, Baha'u'llah revealed, "What mankind needeth in this day is obedience unto them that are in authority, and a faithful adherence to the court of wisdom."
We talked with a few Baha'is about loyalty to government, about the Baha'i attitude toward party politics, and about what Baha'is mean when they say they're helping to build the world order of Baha'u'llah. Here are some of their comments.
In the Baha'i teachings, the essential element that is salient and unique in all religious dispensations is that of world unity. We've gone through the unity of the family and the city-state and the nation, and now we are on the verge of a world society. And obedience to governments within each country, wherever you live, is a means to further establish that world unity. There's so much dissension and strife and turmoil, hatred and animosity in the world because that principle isn't being followed. But if that one principle alone were applied by most of the people, all of the people of the world, we wouldn't have any of the chaos that we're witnessing today.
Loyalty to government is the foundation upon which all society is built. Anytime an individual allows himself or herself to substitute his own judgment for that of the law, why, there can be no unity. Because one man will choose to defy law in one instance, another man in another instance. Once individual interpretation comes in, there can be no source of unity. Now, in the Baha'i Faith, the principle of loyalty to government is such a strong principle that even when we disagree with the laws of the land, even when these laws directly counter the teachings of our faith, we will still be obedient to them. Because it is better to be unified even in a mistake, even in something which is wrong, than to be contentious in terms of trying to establish the truth. The son of the founder of our faith, Abdul-Baha, explicitly said that it is better to be unified in error, because through the power of unity, the error will be revealed. Whereas if we are contending about elements of the truth can forever be hidden, because we will not know whether the fuss comes about because we are wrong or because we are fighting. So unity is an extremely important principle and is the basis of the Baha'i law, which absolutely insists upon obedience to government.
Baha'is are cooperators. We cooperate with our government, but we do not meddle in the political affairs of the government, no matter what country we live in. One of our basic teachings is that we must be loyal to the government of the country we live in. And this sometimes can cause a little problem when it comes to military service for many Baha'is. The military service may want you to be an advanced infantryman, let us say, in which your primary job is to kill the enemy. And the Baha'i, of course, has a conscientious desire not to kill another human being. However, he must follow the laws of his government, and fortunately in our country, our government permits us to have non-combatant positions in which we are not directly related in having to kill another person. The Baha'is are 100% for peace, and they are 101% for loyalty to government.
This is particularly important in times of trouble, because Baha'is can always be counted upon to be loyal citizens, even when they are persecuted, even when others seek to accuse us of bad actions or the wrong motives. We are secure that we are in harmony with divine law when we are obedient to our government and obedient to the law of the land. It is an absolute principle. The only time that Baha'is will ever disobey their government is if we are asked to recant our faith, because nothing whatsoever will ever allow us to repudiate our belief in the knowledge of God that we know has been brought to this troubled world by his divine messenger, Baha'u'llah. But whatever else we are asked to do, we will do gladly. We will do joyfully, because we know that we are reflecting a spiritual law when we are obedient to the law of the land.
From the writings of Abdul Baha: it is incumbent upon you to be submissive to all monarchs that are just, and show your fidelity to every righteous king. Serve ye the sovereigns of the world with utmost truthfulness and loyalty. Show obedience unto them, and be their well-wishers. Without their leave and permission, do not meddle with political affairs, for disloyalty to the just sovereign is disloyalty to God himself.
We cannot be member of a political party because the whole motto of this religion is unity of mankind, and being part of or member of a party that works against another group of people, this contradicts with the basic principle of Baha'i Faith, which is unity of mankind. However, we can be involved in elections and so forth if we choose to do so, because we should have interest in the country and the welfare of the country that we live in, and we can take part in elections by voting for a proper person for the office rather than the party.
The Baha'i attitude towards party politics is to just simply forget it. We can't be a member of a political party. If you join one party, you have the opposition, the enemy, and we don't view the world that way. There is no enemy.
Party politics are very divisive. They pull men apart, and they take positions, strong positions, over issues that may not be that significant. Nothing should be so significant that it causes disunity in man. If you can be more inclusive and find your commonalities, that's much better than being divisive.
Baha'is should be informed of politics in the country where they reside, and as a citizen of that country, when it comes time for the election of the various individuals, should participate in the election, but not as a member of a party, rather as a citizen concerned about the well-being of his country, and vote on the merits of the individual for whom they're voting.
Baha'is vote in elections, but Baha'is are nonpartisan. We do not join political parties. We do not participate in party politics. One of the reasons we do not join political parties is because political parties divide people. And if different Baha'is were members of different political parties, we would find ourselves divided against ourselves. And the mission that we have in life, the most important reason that we have for existence itself, is to be able to share the message of Baha'u'llah with our fellow human beings. This is the purpose of our life. This is the starting point of our life. Everything else comes into harmony with this purpose.
When the Baha'is say they're building a new world order, they simply mean that we are building a new relationship. We're building a new way of looking at ourselves. We're building a new way of understanding our resources in the world, appreciating ourselves and our relationship to God, and understanding the relationships to all of those religions that have preceded us, such as Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, the great religions of the world.
In the Baha'i writings, Baha'u'llah has given a means for establishing the kingdom of God on earth, the ancient promised kingdom. And the world order of Baha'u'llah is, in essence, through his administrative institutions that he's ordained, is the means for establishing world unity and ultimately the ancient promised kingdom of God on earth.
In helping to build a new order, I think we as Baha'is, we have all the answers to all the problems of the world. And it's just a way to go about to make people aware of it. And we know that we can't tear down the old world order, or we can't replace things. That's like if you have a hole in the clothes and you try to cut something up somewhere and set it there, but then it's missing on another place. But if everything breaks down and really people probably don't know what to do else, then the Baha'is have a solution and have the answers. And I think that's our purpose to, I think, like as Baha'is, we should work on ourselves first, because there is no way that we can tell somebody else to do things and change them unless we have changed, ourselves have changed. Because governments have tried everything so far, I think. You know, everybody comes up with good ideas, but it doesn't work because the people are not educated. They don't really realize what the solution is, and I think the solution is a spiritual one.
Loyalty to one's government is essential, as I understand it, because Baha'u'llah did not believe in killing. And his whole message is based on bringing about world peace and the abolition of war. But the thing that he considered worse than anything else was evidently civil strife, you see, where brother kills brother, where there is no refuge for the women and the children in the nation because there's nothing but chaos. And God knows we at this period in the 20th century know more about it than anybody ever did before. Because all of these revolutions you see and upheavals, who is it killing most of the time? Women and children and perfectly innocent people. Now, because of that, I think this is one of the main reasons that Baha'u'llah must have given us this great principle of obedience to government. We believe in progress. We believe in evolution, not revolution. We believe in civic order. We believe in the safety of the population. And you cannot get it unless you have a government. And if you don't obey the government as a citizen, you can't protect the majority of citizens in any situation. And therefore, we Baha'is are the most law-abiding people in the whole world, and for very logical reasons.